And welcome to Premier Bank Gymnasium at Fort Atkinson High School for our final post-game show of the year. Fort Atkinson dropping a tough one to Reedsburg, 91-40. And joining me right now is sophomore standout, Caitlin Burke. Caitlin, glad to have you along here tonight.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You know, it's your first year on varsity. Just kind of describe a little bit what that's been like this year, especially with this kind of strange season. And as a player, just, how's it been for the first year?
Really good. Definitely the main thing that I knew coming in is how much faster pace it would be, and just having to trust your teammates and be strong with the ball, have confidence, which was something I lacked at the beginning of the season. So, yeah, just getting used to the speed, bigger players, stronger players, players that have been playing AAU, and, they're seniors. So it's definitely a different game, but I'm having a lot of fun.
That's good, and it showed. I think you talked about that speed, and I don't think a lot of people understand. It's a different speed at the varsity level.
Yeah.
Boys, girls, it doesn't matter. It's just a different speed, and you held on pretty good after that initial adjustment. It's been a different year with this COVID, without the fans, but obviously having the parents being in the stands has been very beneficial this last month.
Yeah, definitely. It is super weird, like no hype. You have to rely on your bench, which it gets hard for the bench to even be hype when, you have a 40-point difference, but we try our hardest. And it's really nice to have the parents, and sometimes they're lenient on siblings as well. Like, I know Taylor's brother was coming to a couple games, and I came to one to take pictures for yearbooks. So, it's just we're making do with what we have.
Thank you very much. Now joining us is going to be Natalie Comer and Taylor Gray. It's been an interesting year. Natalie, we'll have you come on in. And unfortunately, due to health concerns, you weren't able to play this year, but it was great to see you here at a lot of the games cheering on the girls.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, had some health issues, so, I couldn't really be on the court, but I still like to be part of the team, so it's been awesome.
And it was just disappointing, obviously, not seeing you out there after a great campaign last year.
Yeah.
But hopefully everything will get better, and we'll see you out on the floor soon. If not, at least cheering on the Blackhawks.
Yeah, for sure.
Sounds good. Thank you very much. And now will be Taylor Gray joining me real quickly. Hey, Taylor, manager for the Lady Blackhawks.
Yep.
How's this been for you this year? As a manager, what have been some of your duties that you've had to take care of?
It's been really challenging as a manager because, obviously there's not a lot of things that I could have done, with all the fans and stuff. But mostly I help, pick up the jerseys and clean up the balls, make sure everybody's water bottle is filled, and wipe up spills.
Well, it's not a very glamorous position, but I know all the players at any sport always appreciate what the managers do, and I know the players here and coaching staff appreciate everything you've done. So thank you very much.
Yeah, it's nice to, get to see everybody, especially when we had restricted visitors. So it's nice to come and see everyone.
Sounds good. Well, that will do it for tonight's post-game show. Thanks for Caitlin Burke, Natalie Comer, and Taylor Gray for joining me here tonight. And again, as I mentioned, this will be our final post-game show for high school girls basketball. The Blackhawks drop a tough one to Reedsburg, 91-40. Again, I just want to thank Athletic Director Steve Mahoney, producer John Collins and Sam Hess throughout the year, and the talents of the Fort Atkinson High School theater crew, bringing you the post games and all regular season home basketball games, boys and girls. Our next one, Friday night, the boys will take on Watertown before taking on Hortonville Saturday at 1 o'clock tip Saturday, 7:15 tip Friday night. I'm Brett Ketterman. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.